Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Yeah, nicely played. And this is a 20-footer.
Starts off looking good.
Looks to have some good speed about it too. Wow, what a putt. The par 5 ninth is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Lucas, is just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Set. Okay, come back, come back. Down the hill.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
This looks like around 26 feet.
Damn it.
Ooh, this is on a good line.
Oh, I thought it was too short, so it was going to curve more. Let's go.
Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. As we head to the back 9 here at Torrey Pines South Ridge, the 10th isn't a long hole, but the slope off the tee makes it a difficult one.
That camber's pretty good from left to right, so most
Really?
players are going to take something less than driver, probably a 3-wood or a 5-wood, and try and hit a draw into that bank to slow the golf ball down. You find the fairway, the green sits slightly above you, but the difficult part about it is it's got 3 different sections, a front, a back left, and a back right. You got to get your second shot spot on to have the best opportunity for birdie.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
You're not going to give me
Just a tiny
that.
putt is all that remains.
Yikes. Well, they gave me the other one, so.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. The 11th at Torrey Pines South plays downhill, but it's still a long par 3.
Yeah, not a big target either. You got deep bunkers both left and right. You got a shelf up there top left.
Like
this is just a strong, difficult, lovely, if you like, par 3.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. That's a shame.
See, that's why you don't fuck around with that shit that much.
Couldn't quite get there.
Try to draw that one in there. Luke just missed the mark.
Go here. And it's going downhill.
Oh, right by the hole. Lining this one out from a fair ways. And he needs this to save par.
Oh, downhill.
And he's down there. You got to read?
Yikes.
Yeah, I've got it left to right and quick down this hill.
That's going to be like right here. Okay, a little less.
And there it is. He's currently sharing 5th place on the leaderboard. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
That wind really killed it.
Setting up for his third shot. Only 2 shots off the pace.
That should be good. Oh, let's go!
Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. And let's have another look at that one.
This one was a great chip in. I could watch this all day.
And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. All right, Rich, the par 5 13th, so much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
It's a very interesting hole. You know, miss those bunkers, put yourself in the fairway, but you've got this ravine that you have to hit over. It's a grass ravine, thankfully, so if you miss the fairway, you can lay up there. But going for this green, if you come up a little shy, you could find one of these 4 or 5 bunkers, both left and right, and then you've got a nearly impossible up and down from there. And again, a green that's got a section on the left and a section on the right. Very rarely did it put the pin in the middle. But boy, I'd tell you what, this is a really good, fun par 5 that you can make anywhere from 3 to 7.
Don't go in the bunker. I knew it.
And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down.
Hold on, my cat just shit. It smells like fucking dick. Go light a candle here. Jesus Christ, smoke. Wasn't bad. Oh.
And on the green now, but a bit of work left to do. Well, this will be a big birdie here. A good putt to make. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt
Really?
23 feet from the cup.
That's disappointing.
Oh, come on.
Here. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Over to 14 we go, a par 4.
And a really good par 4 once again. Dogleg from right to left. Those bunkers on the left, you don't want any part of them. And from there, the difficulty is judging the distance with your second shot. This is an infinite edge look from the fairway. So when it pins in the back section of this green, it's nearly impossible to judge the distance. This is a wonderful, wonderful design.
Really?
A chance now from the bunker for an up and down. Gary Player couldn't play bunker shots any better than that. Just a 4-footer remaining.
He's got this for his par.
Currently 9 under for the event. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Going with the 5-iron here. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. This putt for top spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Right to lefter, up the hill. Can be positive with this one.
God damn it. Uphills always get me.
Good outcome, that one, in the circle of friendship. 4 feet to the cup.
Just getting nervous or
currently
something.
tied for third.
Smokey, you fucking stink, dog.
Well, the finish at Torrey Pines South captivates everyone. It really starts here at the 16th, a par 3 playing across.
You stink.
A long par 3.
Yeah, you.
With multiple tee boxes that can be used. Green is a little bit of boomerang shape, especially back left. That's when things get really tight. But I must say, this is a wonderfully, again, designed par 3 that makes you think an awful lot.
Ew. Ew. Oh, fuck. Okay. So we got probably about there and there. 5 iron. It's gonna hit bump. Maybe right there.
Opting for the 5 iron.
How did it go that far that way?
Not quite finding the surface.
Yeah, wind took that one offline in a hurry.
The wind wasn't that much. It's like the wind wants to fucking...
This is his second
Sometimes
shot.
it wants to blow, sometimes
Just
it doesn't.
one stroke back in this tournament.
We definitely want to go somewhere right there. And it's rolling down, yeah.
Oh, I thought that one was going in.
I did too, buddy.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
It's not a long putt, but it will move right to left.
Oh yeah, that'll move on
Trailing
you.
by a couple of strokes now. The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
You want to avoid the bunkers on the right, but in doing so, you bring the ravine on the left into play, don't you? Second shot, though, plays slightly uphill. There's 2 distinct sections, the left and the right here. A little bit of a spine that bisects this green. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par's a great score.
Oh, come on,
Let's see if we can get
Jess.
this one up and down for par. Wow, that almost went in the hole.
It wasn't rolling
par
down.
on the table.
Oh, I guess it was.
Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, looking like 37 feet or so to the cup from there.
Oh, I don't get my fucking... Wow.
And from long range here.
Oh!
Those putts you're happy to walk after. Did everything but go down. And this one will be for bogey. As we head to the next, our leader is ahead by 2. And the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5. You can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in
How
between
does it go
those
so
4
far
fairway
right,
bunkers
dude?
that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
This is a lengthy putt here. That's well judged. Good speed, good line. 7-footer right here. And with that putt, concludes this players' round. And at the end of their round, they find themselves in 7th on the leaderboard.
Same, Luke. Enjoyed the day. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Our final round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is set to begin. Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. It's great to have you with us. Our featured player currently sits in 9th place as we kick off today's coverage. Should be entertaining to see him battle it out on the course today. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. This putt about 11 feet in distance. John, what's the line on this putt?
This one's breaking left to right.
Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
Oh, and look at that. Birdie at the first. 18 under par today. Still in play.
He's currently tied for 4th. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
Nick, if you're watching, I am on pro settings, you dipshit. I just have one putt preview per hole.
This is full send.
His second shot here. This would be a great up and down.
Oh.
Lovely touch. Well played. Didn't have to sweat that par putt. Now at -9 for the tournament. Stepping onto the par 3 third.
I like it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult. Firm green, actually tilts away from you towards the ocean. This is a really difficult green to find.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Well, this one's come out on a good line. Good speed about it. Look at this. Currently 10 under for the event. Let's go to the 4th. It's a par 4.
So with the L1, so like this, how do I get less spin? If I go down or up? Which one?
You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
A bit wild on approach there.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Oh, that was pure silk. Well done. Putting for par. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. And as we move to the 5th, it's a par 4.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However,
oh shit, I didn't realize.
Because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is
a
green that pitches back towards you from back to front.
I didn't realize that.
On the left-hand side.
So that's loft. Okay. And then would this be backspin? I want to see, so this would probably be.
Is this going to hold the fairway? Just barely snuck into the first cut. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Our wind's just going to knock the ball down. It's straight at the back.
Hold on for more. So if I want backspin, I go like this. And line it up right about there. But the wind's going to take it from there. And a little more like that. Ooh, that's terrible.
Looking great so far out the rough.
And 11 under in front of the player with this putt. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Well, he's got a real outside chance here. 29 feet.
Just short.
Blade, beautiful.
Oh.
Just a short putt remaining here. He finds himself currently tied.
So down. Okay, down.
And on the tee now of the 6th, which is a par 5.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5.
That's
just
backspin.
A little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
2 wins so far this season. Yeah, that one will play. A chance now to move into 8th in the standings. John, have you got a read on this one?
It looks like this one's moving to the left.
Yikes.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
He's placed 8th.
Nick, are you playing? Are you playing right now? Are you trying to play?
We've arrived now at the 7th and the par 4.
This fairway slopes
I'll
pretty good
block
from
your
left
ass
to
if
right.
you promise
Players
not
want
to be
start
annoying.
out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
This putt for a spot in the top 5. Looking good. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The 8th hole is a par 3.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Oh, you're actually getting into real golf too? That's cool. Oh, that was fucking piss poor.
Going with the 7. He's setting up for his second shot. Just 3 strokes back. Oh, that just brushed past the hole. And he needs this to save par. Oh, and gets the putt to drop. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
Yeah, sitting pretty nicely in that bunker there, but a nice up and down indeed.
Fuck, I need to do some
Tee off
catching
now on
up
the
here.
9th hole.
Luke, it's just a straight par 5, 615 yards. You got to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and hopefully hit a straight third shot. It can get challenging when they put the pin on the top left tier. That's when you can put a little too much spin on it and have it come chasing down to the front part of the green. That's no good.
Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. How about this line?
Oh,
And this putt to move to a tie
come
for 5th
on.
in the standings. Just a simple tap in for birdie. I will take that also into the top 5 now. Rich, this player's just a few shots back with the last 9 to play. Did you prefer to be the greyhound or the bunny?
I want to be the greyhound. I'm sprinting away if I possibly can. This player's 3 back. They need to start sprinting.
Oh, I didn't think it was going to roll that
Time
much.
for the second shot at the 10th.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Yeah, this ain't happening.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
An important par save.
I don't know about
That's a
straight.
good sign of a player's character, Rich. Still managed to make something out of the hole.
Trouble off the tee in that fairway bunker with that putt. Saves the par. Well done.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
The wind cannot take it that fucking much, dude.
Look, that's
Oh.
outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel. Oh, that's an absolute beauty, hey, Beamer. Why don't we take another look at it? He finds himself currently in 4th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The 12th hole is a par 4.
This 12th hole is probably one of the toughest tee shots players will face out here. They know they have to hit a good tee shot, a long tee shot, to have any chance or hope of making birdie here. You miss it a little bit out to the right. The rough over there is horrific. You do find the fairway, though. You got a green that tilts from back right to front left, making the second shot so much more imperative to not get it above the hole. Second shot, leave below the hole at all costs.
A little off the mark on that approach
I
shot.
gotta get used to the spin on
All
it.
right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, I like the look of this. Could it go
Let's
in?
go.
Oh, my. What a chip from the thick stuff.
And that'll be the birdie. This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Second shot here on their 13th hole. Sit down. Sit. That's not a bad outcome. I know it's not on the fairway, but it'll do.
And from the rough too. This is looking nice.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. This hole is a par 4.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side of play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
That's not going to find the fairway. Well, this player's been making some moves on the leaderboard, Rich.
Yeah, looking good right now, making some significant moves out there at the moment.
How close was that to going down? And that should secure the par on
Chipping
this
is
one.
pretty decent here.
And after that, now sitting at 16 under for the event.
It's the second shot in putting.
Welcome to the par 4 15th hole.
Why are the straightaway par 4s the hardest ones? We have another one right here. It's just straight away with the drive, nothing fancy about it. You find the fairway and you're left with another long iron second shot. You got a front right bunker that should see plenty of action. The one on the left, though, that's a big no-no spot, as this green does tilt pretty good from back to front.
That was a bit of a miscue.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
A chance to get up and down for this player. Great touch. Really nicely played. It's just about 3 feet away.
This one is for par.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult two-putt, to say the least.
Standing over his second shot. 3 shots off the lead. And a par putt awaits him. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Here we are at the 17th, a par 4.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
That got a little out of control, I think. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Didn't that look good for a long time? A par putt awaits. And it's a 1-stroke par 5.
Fucking par.
And now teeing off on the final hole of this round.
I tell you, this is probably one of the, if you talk about risk reward,
not gonna win the
par
games.
5s in the PGA Tour, this has got to be up near the top of the list. You find the fairway, it's just begging you to go for it. You got the water fronting the green, and you have deep bunkers both right and left. But with the history of this hole, you got to go for it, don't you?
This remaining for a 63. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
Well, I think this one's going to be going left to right.
Damn it.
Just missing the birdie there. And as his event comes to an end, he winds up at 16 under. Well, Rich, that looked like that was going to be an epic comeback, but in the end, I guess it wasn't meant to be.
Luke, always fun to watch a player get hot in the final round. Unfortunately, didn't continue all the way through, not getting the victory, but still lots of positives on the day.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the picturesque Monterey Peninsula, our first-round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. It looks like a great day out there. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Down on the course, walking with the feature group is Henny Koyak. John McCarthy is with us as well. What a picture-perfect day for this round of golf. We can't wait to bring it to you on 2K Sports. Let's get down to the first hole. Before we get into all of today's drama, let's check in with Henny Koyak, as there is some drama developing in our featured group in the form of a rivalry with Max Homa.
Andrew, I cannot believe that this featured player has chosen Max Homa to go up against. Max oozes talent out of his skin, out of his pores. I just really hope our featured player can keep up with what they've started.
Thank you, Henny. Let's see who roasts who out there today as our featured player takes on Max Homa. That's a really nice approach shot.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
He's got this putt for birdie. While we have a moment, we want to show you the updated leaderboard, our featured player in a tie for third. Let's take a look at the par 5 second. This is a 200-yard shot.
Wind moving right to left on this shot.
Five iron on the way.
Oh my God.
Navigated that
almost just rolled in and it was a
beautifully on that
bullshit shot.
Now the putt is out.
Here's Max Homa now.
Time to get back to live play. This is a 6-footer. And it drops for eagle. And with that, he moves to 3 under par for the championship.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
I think this one will find the fairway quite easily. This shot from around 100 yards out.
Breeze coming right into his melon.
I don't like the looks of that one. It appears to be headed toward the rough. Time now for the third. Man, that was a good shot. 7 feet left.
Crucial to save this par.
Here's a look at the updated leaderboard. He is in a tie for second. And we're on the tee of the par 4 fourth hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
This one appears to be fairway bound. Now at 3 under par. That was really well played. Now this putt for birdie. That one drops.
The 5th hole, Rich, the first of the par 3s. Much to it?
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. A par 3 here is an excellent score.
The perfect wind swing. Nice and easy.
Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
Looking for another birdie here.
And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. The 6th hole here, Rich, at Pebble Beach, is a tale of two halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
We've seen this player time and time again contend for tournaments, and it is no surprise to see him doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
Starting out to the right. Watch this
Well,
one.
ain't that about a fucking
3 feet to go
bitch?
here to the hole.
Little birdie look in here.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole.
Here's a look at the par 3 7th. Wow, what a swing right there. On the green, but a ways to go.
He's done a nice job there.
Here's a par putt. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4.
The tempo there was exquisite.
Let's go down to Henny.
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
Wow, another shot on the green. We've seen that a lot today.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
We're back. Time to have more live play. This putt is from 9 feet away. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
I'm not seeing too much in this from this vantage point. It should go a little bit to the right.
As we head to the next hole, our featured player has a 2-shot cushion. The tee shot at number 9.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
This looks like a 190-yard shot.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
This is a 7-iron on the way. This putt left for birdie. All right, Henny is with this group. Henny, what do you see?
It's about 34 feet out. Don't you just love a big breaking left to righter started perfectly on line?
Here's the par putt. That one drops. And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. We start the back 9 with a par 4. That's a good one to build momentum on. Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
A little bit of breeze ruffling the old hair, and it's coming straight on.
All right, we can work with that. A putt of 14 feet. How did that not go in? And to tap in as we move on to the next hole.
Well, Rich, we start to head home, but first we've got to head up the hill on this short par 4 11th.
Thankfully, a breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
This one is chewing fiber.
Well, that approach shot seemed to catch Max Homa's attention. Nothing to roast there. Fantastic shot.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. The first of the back 9 par 3s is the 12th.
And this is a mean one. Not going to lie. It's mean. It's right around 185 yards. But the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
And he's down there. You got to read.
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
And an outside chance here.
Yes, sir. And after that hole, he'll move to 9 under for the event. Rich, let's head to the 13th tee at Pebble Beach, shall we? And what's the decision off the tee?
Aim it right, just shy of those bunkers down the right-hand side, and you've got a mid-iron for your second shot back up the hill. Again, a green that pitches severely from back to front as well as right to left.
A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range. 8 feet to the cup. Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays. Currently at 10 under par overall. As we head to the 14th. I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
This shot is about 140 yards out.
Downwind on this shot.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Our man on the ground, John, he's down there. What's the news?
Hey guys, I'm down here checking out Max Homa as he gets set for his next shot here on the 15th.
11 feet to the cup.
A really good look at birdie.
All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Well, this one's going to go uphill and to the left.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
Hitting it anywhere down the left-hand side off the tee will find one of those deep bunkers, so you need to avoid those. Hit it out to the right, which will leave a great second shot into this green.
This looks right at the pin. Big opportunity here. A putt for birdie. The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow. 16, a par 4. Look how high that grass is.
Ooh, yeah, this one's headed right.
Oh my God.
This wind really starting to get up. That was well managed.
This putt from 5 feet away.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Oh, almost. Let's see if the player can manage a par. Just an empty feeling when you hit an approach shot like that, Rich, but still come away with a par.
Lovely, lovely rhythm.
And we're looking at the second shot on 17. All right, going to need this one to save par. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is up by 4 shots. Now to 18, a par 5.
So much history on this hole. Aim it at the trees right in the center and hope you don't get unlucky and get underneath one of them. From there, it's going to be a layup out to the right and just a short third shot. What a wonderful, wonderful finishing hole.
Staring down a very long putt here. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
A huge right to left swinger.
Bro. I need to get a new fucking...
Here comes the putt and starting off good.
Remote.
And just a tap in left for birdie. And tap this one in to finish out the round and call it a day. Here's a look at the leaderboard at the end of round 1, and he finds himself in first place.
They're in a great spot, but no time to get complacent. There's still a lot of golf to play, and they need to continue to make birdies in order to finish ahead.
That will do it for us today. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. Have a great night.
Smokey. Smoker. Hi, baby. What you doing? You peeping? Okay, babe.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back to our coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. The final round starts now. Hi again, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan. Great to be back with you. We're anticipating another thrilling day of action. We're going to bring it all to you right here on 2K Sports. Let's get down to the first hole. Time for the second shot on the first hole.
Nice out the rough here.
A putt from 9 feet.
A great birdie chance here.
Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. Here's a look at the par 5 second. That is a massive drive. That's a textbook swing on the approach shot. Let's check in with Henny.
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
Savor this. An eagle opportunity. The putt goes in and our featured player extends the lead.
Gotta love that start right there. Absolutely taking it to the field.
A par 4 here. That's a pretty good shot right there. Okay, nothing spectacular, but safe. Setting up here with a long putt. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
It looks a little like a little break, if any, to the right.
This putt's looking good. Yes! Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place.
The lead is getting bigger and bigger.
Not a bad result right there. Really well done.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Another birdie. That's 2 in a row, and there's starting to be a little buzz on the grounds.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
Let's see what happens here at the 5th. This is his second shot. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. And if this can go down, he'll save par. News has just come in that Xander Schauffele has made a birdie at his last hole. And he's now just 2 shots behind. The 6th hole is a par 5. Playing this shot from about 210 yards out. Going with the hybrid. Great shot. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
This one looks like it's going to take quite a dive right to left.
That was almost an eagle. Great play. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
We have a par 3 on this one. That one will not settle on the green.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion. Come on, ball. Come on.
It doesn't get much better than that.
Out of the rough, into the hole. Thank you very much.
As we look at the leaderboard, Xander Schauffele with a birdie on his last hole. He's only 2 back. Over to number 8. It's a par 4. Let's see if 8-iron was the right club. That's a missed green. And the mindset now is to get up and down from here. Six feet to the cup. Now let's have a look at Colin Morikawa from earlier.
This was his second.
Let's take a quick moment to look at the updated leaderboard. Xander Schauffele is trying to make a move on the leaderboard. He just made a birdie and is only 2 off the lead. Teeing off here at the 9th.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
John, give us a read on this putt.
And I think this one's going to go right to left.
A birdie putt coming up. This could be a big one. He's looking for this to break left. And just a tap in left for par. As we move on to the next hole, it's a 3-shot cushion for our leader. Now to the par 4 10th. That is going to work. This is a good 130 club.
This one's right of the green.
Looking to get up and down from here. Wow, I really like that. A short one left for par. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard.
Here we are at the 11th, a par 4.
Thankfully, a breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
And that one's on the dance floor, but a long way from the DJ. John, what's the line on this putt?
It looks like this putt will be moving to the left.
Ooh. Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And after that hole, this player currently holds top spot on the leaderboard with Xander Schauffele in second. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we?
And this is a mean one. Not going to lie. It's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
That was such a skillful shot, taking the bunker out of play, now safely on the green.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 22 feet from the cup.
Asking this one to come a long way from the right
Fuck.
side. An opportunity to make a par here.
Well, it's not a very long putt, but there is some left to right movement.
Looking ahead, this player is currently tied for first in the field alongside Xander Schauffele. Great rhythm on that swing. Time for the second shot here at the 13th. And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This has got
fuck's
loads
sake.
of movement right to left, this one.
Oh, just missing the birdie there. Just a short par putt needed on this hole. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Welcome to the 14th hole. It's a par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
Ah, absolutely flushed.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And after that hole, this player is in second in the standings, just 1 spot shy of Xander Schauffele.
We've hit the par 4, 15th hole.
Hitting it anywhere down the left-hand side off the tee will find one of those deep bunkers, so you need to avoid those. Hit it out to the right, which will leave a great second shot into this green.
Don't want to see this other
Here's
fuck
Tony Finau. 5 shots off the lead.
Target practice with these approach shots, just like that. And now a 6-footer is left.
I really hope this one drops for him.
The man everyone is chasing right now is Xander Schauffele. Teeing off here on the 16th hole. Those shots all day have been working. Another one hits the green.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
That looked good
Dude,
for
that's
a
so
while.
fucking bullshit.
Let's see if the player can make this putt for par. We've got a major champion atop the leaderboard. It's Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, I heard you 6 fucking times.
That was right on target. Those are the shots you practice at the range over and over, and boy, does it pay off here. This is a putt that could really send a message to the leader.
I really hope this one drops for him.
We've got a two-way tie atop the leaderboard. Our featured player is all square with Xander Schauffele. He's teeing off on 18, tied for the lead.
Comes down to this final hole. Would not shock me whatsoever to see this go into a playoff.
About 220 left to the hole. Currently tied for the lead. What a beautiful leave right there. This is the stuff you dream about. A putt to win the title at Pebble Beach.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really.
There it is, our new champion at the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am.
And to win at Pebble Beach, there's nothing more satisfactory for any player.
What a tremendous win for our featured player. And Henny, I feel that the rivalry gave them a little bit of extra juice to close out this win.
Oh, undoubtedly, Andrew. I was so impressed with this player. Not only for the level of golf they put on display, but the level of confidence. It's onwards and upwards from here.
Just a phenomenal day. We can't wait to do it again. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for watching.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Nice to be with you again. All the hooting and hollering is done here at the WM Phoenix Open. It's time to find out who wins here at TPC Scottsdale. Hello everyone, thrilled to have your company this week. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. And Beamer, before we get out into all the action, just a few words on TPC Scottsdale.
Chaos, mayhem. It is the greatest show on grass. It's just, I mean, basically the town of Scottsdale is having a party for 125,000 of their closest friends and invited, 75 golfers to show up and be a part of it. I mean, how better can you describe TPC Scottsdale than that? It's more about what's going on outside the ropes than what's going on inside the ropes most days. And I got to say, I love playing here. I think it's a blast. But boy, oh boy, these folks, they come to show you exactly how much fun they're having outside the ropes.
Starting the round at even par.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
As we head to the tee shot for the second here at TPC Scottsdale, Rich, and really it sets the tone for the day, doesn't it? Just ball in play.
Yeah, it's not a difficult tee shot per se, but it's got a blind landing area. You got a couple of bunkers down the right-hand side. You'll see plenty of action. You got some pretty heavy-duty rough off the left-hand side. You really kind of have to commit to a distance, or a spot in the distance, I should say, that you want to get your ball going towards, because you really don't have a true feel of where that golf ball is going to end up.
What do you think you're doing, huh, mister? All right.
Playing from around 110 yards out. Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the players firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
That's a good putt to make. They're all bonuses. Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again. Currently 1 under for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
All right, Rich, we found our first par 5 of the day, the 3rd hole.
There's not a par 5 that I don't think is very sexy, and this one is an all-American beauty. Just miss that bunker on the left-hand side or the rough on the right, and you can just bomb it down there and have a short second shot in.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Was on a good line. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, it's really tough to see, but it's going to be straight and then just switch left.
Fair effort, that. Good birdie.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Currently a couple under for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. That's well played. Pin high. That's the mark of a ball striker.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
How good was that putt? And that will take him to 3 under. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. Over to 5 we go now, Rich. Another par 4, and again, it feels like just ball in play.
Yeah, you really kind of have to manufacture some kind of shot shape. Just the bunker on the right-hand side, but there's really not much to this tee shot. It actually lull you to sleep.
Another birdie opportunity coming up for this player.
I tell you what, they're set up quite nicely through the first opening holes. Birdies galore.
That's tidy. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And he will move to 4 under par now. He's currently tied for 12th in this tournament.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Okay, the 6th tee shot, Rich, at TPC Scottsdale, visually quite intimidating.
Your eyes are drawn to those 3 bunkers down the left-hand side, Luke, but you got to bring the heat. You got to hit a big tee shot to get it over all of them.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin.
Oh, go to the top of the class. That is a golf shot. Took on the bunker and beat it. Stuffed it in tight. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And he dances his way into the top 10 after that delightful shot. And he now moves to 5 under for the tournament.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
There's few par 3s tougher than this 7th hole at TPC Scottsdale.
I don't think there is one. I mean, you got deep bunker right and to the left-hand side to a green that just seems to repel golf balls time and time again. This is just, it's such a tough shot.
Setting this putt up from a mile away. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
That one's going to turn out pretty well, I think.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. There's a familiar tone about the front 9 par 4s, Rich. A lot of right to left. Here we are at 8. Same sort of tee shot.
Yeah, dogleg from right to left. Again, your eyes are drawn toward those bunkers down the left, but they should be at that tree in the center of the fairway.
From around 170 yards here.
Wind straight down.
Stop fucking moving it.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
This putt for par here. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. Here we are on the tee at the par 4 9th, and is driver necessary?
Driver is not necessary unless you can hit that power fade and get it past that bunker. But if you can't, just take out a 3-wood, find the widest part of the fairway.
Not bad. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. This putt is for a spot inside the top 10. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And that will take him to 6 under. Rich, how are we looking after 9?
Heck of a round going right now for this player. Has moved well inside the top 10 and continues to move up this leaderboard with 9 holes left.
Okay, we've started the back 9 here at TPC Scottsdale, and the eyes light up.
Luke, you can take 3-wood out to the left and play it safe, or you can take driver out and try and clear all those bunkers out to the right and just have a kick-in second shot.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
John, have you got a read on this one?
Looking like it's going right to left.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will take him to 7 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Well, here we are on the tee at 11, Rich, and you start to get a little tense on the tee.
When you stand on this tee, you better have a very clear vision of exactly what kind of shot you're going to play out into this fairway, because that water on the left, it's going to distract you a lot.
This one's right of the green.
This now, his 3rd shot. 5 shots off the pace. And this putt coming up for his par. Well, this one looks like it's going to break a long way.
Fucking God.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Over to the 12th we go, the par 3, the least famous par 3 on this inward half at TPC Scottsdale.
But it still has a lot of danger. If you hit it too long and to the right, guess what? There's more water there, so a lot of players bail out to the left, find those bunkers, and then up and down, not guaranteed. This is sneaky hard.
Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. I don't mind the look of this. Yes! Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Rich, being someone like I am as a duffer, I'm thinking water, I'm thinking bunker, I'm thinking desert area. This is not a comfortable tee shot.
I don't think there is a comfortable tee shot anywhere in the world for you, Luke, to be fair.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Oh, this is going hard left.
Oh, he's going to like the look of this.
That was long range for him. That's good stuff.
Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. Currently 8 under overall.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Standing on the tee at 14, that bunker is more a visual sightline than anything else.
Most definitely. I think you want to take it just on the right edge of that and just go ahead and tee it high and let it fly, my friend.
That's a high caliber shot. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's got a good deal of help from the wind here.
Stop.
Going with the 8-iron here. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, it looks like it's about 24 feet to the cup from here.
Oh, nice stroke. Got a chance here. You beauty! What a putt! No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
Well, now, things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Well, the tee shot at 15 feels very similar to the one at 11. Very confronting with all that water down the left.
This is such a narrow fairway. The left third of this fairway runs straight towards the water on the left-hand side. It's just no fun. You know that you have a sliver of landing area down the right-hand side to find it, so you can knock it on in 2.
And this is a mighty performance. Look at the player creeping up the leaderboard at just the right time.
We expected to see someone come out of the pack to contend for this title. This player is doing just that.
Trying to get to 11 under with this putt. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
A little tricky putt here. It's going down the hill, moving right to left.
Starts off looking good.
Oh, my. Just one off the lead after that hole.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
on the tee here at 16, and there are few holes in golf cooler than this one.
This is unique. It is unique and has been for many years. It's completely surrounded. You got 16,000 of your closest friends ready to just give it to you if you miss the green or hit a bad shot, or conversely, hit it close, make the birdie. I can promise you every player playing this is nervous at all times playing this hole.
And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
Uphill.
Oh, I like the start line on this one. It's going to break left now.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
Sitting at minus 11 overall. It's amazing, Rich, just given the nature of 16. 17 feels overshadowed, but it shouldn't be. It's one of the great short par 4s on tour.
It is such a cool little hole. I mean, you don't need driver anymore to reach it. Just a little menacing bunker, like a pimple right there, about 30, 40 yards short. A lot of actions to be on the right-hand side there to any flag stick, but when they put it all the way back center, forget about it. It now becomes one of the hardest short holes in all of golf.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
Yeah, that's well judged. He had the right line there. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Sitting at 12 under par for the event.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Well, we've come to the last here at TPC Scottsdale, but there's still some work to be done.
There's a lot of work to be done. Finding it in the middle of the fairway is not one easy task, even for the longest hitters. That bunker down the left-hand side, the church pews, that sees a lot of action. So the other two up there. This is really a hole that you got to thread it out there with either a 3-wood or driver, but it's pretty much one of the most underrated, difficult driving holes on the golf course.
This is missing to the right.
Setting up for his third shot. He shares the lead. Now it's time to get the putter out. That's safely on the surface. And now this for a 59. Well, this player will now wait nervously in the clubhouse for the rest of the field to finish. Currently tied for first.
He'll be sitting around waiting anxiously to see exactly how this thing plays out.
Well, there's no doubt the chance to go back-to-back was a huge carrot. Unfortunately, just came out a bit short, but it's certainly exciting down the stretch.
That just goes to show you how hard it is to win on the PGA Tour.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Pacific Palisades, California, our opening round coverage of the Genesis Invitational is set to begin. It looks like a great day out there. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak is walking with the feature group, John McCarthy on the course as well. And Rich, we're set up for a great week here at Riviera Country Club. The stars will be out. What makes this place so special?
I think it's not only the golf course, but the history behind it, Andrew. If you look back, Ben Hogan had a great run here, won 2 LA Opens here, also the US Open. I just look at this golf course as it's so special, so difficult, but it's right in front of you. There's nothing hidden about it. It's right there for the taking, but in the end, though, it's going to beat you up pretty good if you're not on top of your game. This, to me, is probably one of the most complete golf courses you can play in the U.S.
Second shot here at 1. This is a long way away. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
All right, this putt is going to go up the hill and to the left.
This one on a good line. He's got this left for birdie. Okay, on to the next.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
Teeing off on the par 4 second.
Nice birdie back there. On to the next.
Oh, flex on that drive. About 200 yards left to the hole. Let's see what happens out of this bunker. Needs this to drop to save par. Here's a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 9th. Setting up now on the tee of the par 4 third. Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down.
Looking better.
The birdie putt goes in. Wow, what a shot. Let's see it again. And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event. And now here's a look at the par 3 fourth.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Henny is greenside.
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
That starts off on a good line.
That putt drops. That's 2 birdies in a row, and some momentum is building.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
Will this one hang on and find the fairway, or is it headed towards the rough? Second shot here on the 5th.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Yeah, that was a safe play. A good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Pretty sure a little movement to the right in this putt.
I like the look of this. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. The 6th is a par 3. This one looks like it's going right. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Wants to use that slope from the right to his advantage. Just a short putt remaining here. Now 7 shots behind after that.
Over to the par 4 7th hole.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Here's the 3rd shot. This putt on a good line. Getting better. It's gonna go! He is climbing up the leaderboard after that hole. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 4. I think he likes that one. Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
He is right on the 150-yard marker here.
Don't you think of it. No, don't. Stay there.
Oh, it just barely snuck into the first cut.
5 under at the moment. Okay, a 15-footer remains.
This is to save par.
Henny, how tricky is this one?
This is just going right the whole way along.
Come on.
Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
And that putt drops, and we move on to the next. As we move things along, he slides back to 4 under par for the tournament.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
That might be the best swing of the day. Not a bad shot right there. This is a tricky putt. Here we go on a good line and still looking good. Before we move on to the next hole, we show you that our leader is up by 6. We begin the second 9 with a par 4.
Good birdie on the last. What's in store now?
Here's a look at the ball in the fairway bunker. The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. Hang on. Oh, that was close. He needs this one to save par.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
A bumpy start through this hole, but what a way to finish.
Bunkered off the tee, wasn't able to find the green, but saves the par with that putt.
Good shot there, Beamer. Currently -5. Handy effort, that one. This would be a great up and down. This putt is about 8 feet. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
This is a par putt. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Now, 8 shots back after that hole. Rich, the 13th hole, slightly different look off the tee.
is really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
That was a gallant attempt. He has this putt to save his par. Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. And this putt to move into the top 5. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And that will move into 6 under par.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
As we check out how things stand, our leader has a 6-shot cushion. Going with 8-iron here. This putt from 5 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
That looked good all the way. And just to tap in as we move on to the next. Let's check out the 17th. It's a par 5.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues. Uh-oh, this one leaking out to the right.
That's a really nice approach shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
This could be a big momentum putt. It's for birdie. Okay, a lot to like there as he moves to 8 under par. Out to the 18th tee.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
And this one from 9 feet away. Oh, that's the way you finish. A birdie on the closing hole. Rich, as you know, you can't win the tournament in the first round, but you can certainly lose it. I'd say it was a good day for our featured player.
It was a solid day all around, wasn't it? Really kept themselves in this tournament with 3 rounds to go.
It's been a great day. We thank you for joining us. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you soon. .2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're back at Riviera, where a champion will be crowned. It's the final round of the Genesis Invitational. Hi again, everyone. Andrew Catalan here. Pleased to have you with us today. The player leading the field is currently at 13 under as we get underway. A lot to like about that one. This shot in the 220-yard range. Pulling hybrid out of the bag. A look at the lie in the greenside rough. Well, that's what you think about, getting up and down and saving par. What a way to open things up. A birdie on the first hole.
Most certainly is. Love to see it.
Let's go out to the par 4 second. This is looking really nice off the tee. This is a 5-iron. Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. Okay, that'll play. This putt is for par. Here's a look at the way things stand. Our featured player is in a tie for second. This hole is a par 4. All right, Henny, what does this look like?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
That's a textbook swing on the approach shot. Henny, you're right there. What can you tell us about the putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
And the birdie putt drops. Here's a look at the updated leaderboard. He is in a tie for second. Now let's go out to the par 3 fourth.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Henny, what do you see in this putt?
I've had to read this a couple times because there's a subtle last-minute break at the end. It's going to go left.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Well, that'll work there. 12 feet to the cup coming up.
This is for birdie.
Ooh. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? And now onto the par 3, 6th hole. This would be a great up and down. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? If he makes this, he'll save his par. Currently 12 under for the event.
Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Looking to get up and down from here. That's a good looking stroke right there. And a tap in left for par. As we move on to the next hole, the lead is at 4. Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course.
It looks so good for so long, but now it's first cut.
Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down. Eight feet remains. Before we move on to the next hole, we show you that the lead is 5 shots. And now teeing off on this par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Henny, tell us about this putt.
This putt is around 32 feet.
This starts on a really good line.
Can you get it really close?
Yes, it goes.
It went.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Here's a look at the way things stand. He is currently in the tie for 3rd place. Now to the 10th hole. It's a par 4.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Big shot out of the greenside bunker. From the bunker. That is called limiting the damage. What a great job.
Absolutely. In the bunker off the tee, getting that one, that is a Brucey bonus.
Okay, a quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 5-shot advantage for our leader.
Pegging it up on the 11th hole here.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
He's standing over his third shot. Little sigh of relief. Happy to be putting again. And this putt to move into second spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Now 5 strokes behind. Setting up now on a par 4.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
And that's well played. Safely onto the putting surface. Big par saver coming up for this fella. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Welcome to the par 4 13th hole.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
And he's down there. You got to read.
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
Oh, what a putt. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Going with the 7. This line doesn't actually look too bad, and the shot's not that hard, but the moment, Rich, it's a high-pressure situation.
Yes, the moment. It always gets to you, doesn't it? It's a difficult thing sometimes to handle, the moment.
Yeah, good effort, that one, out of the bunker. And this one is for his par.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Gets it to go down. Wow, what a save.
And that is a nice up and down out of the greenside bunker for the par.
We've hit the par 4 15th hole.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right. Just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Moving on up, we've got a story brewing here.
Yes, we do. This player's just outside the top 5, looking for more.
This will be a challenging putt from this distance. This putt on the way, looking good. This is looking better and better. And it goes in. Here's a quick look at how things stand. It's a 3-shot advantage for our leader. We're on the tee at 16. That's a textbook swing. Not super tight, but a makeable putt. Okay, some distance here. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
An uphill left to righter.
Here we go, putt on the way. Here's the tap in for par. Before we move on, we take a look at the leaderboard, and he is in second. Teeing off now on this par 5.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
There was a game plan there, and that approach was executed nicely. Henny, what more can you tell us?
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup.
And the birdie putt goes in. Getting set for the next hole, a quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 4-shot advantage for our leader. Now to 18, the par 4.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
The putt goes in, and that will do it for the week. Ridge, that would have been an incredible comeback, but it's not to be.
Just a little bit shy at the very end, but I got to say, quite the effort.
So that will do it for today. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time.